On time for the Edge now, 1 in 12 Americans have diabetes, but nearly a third don't even know it. But we do know the numbers are high here in San Antonio, and with that in mind, a hip-hop legend is helping to raise awareness, especially for adults. He is Rev Run, who's joining us live this morning in New York, along with Jeanette Jordan, who's a certified diabetes educator. And Rev, I know that even in your own family, you've been hit with diabetes, and I understand your father has helped motivate you a little bit, right?
Yeah, my father had diabetes. That's why I joined with Novo Nordisk to talk to people about it. A lot of people know me as the wisdom guy, giving words of wisdom. On Twitter, you might have saw me on my show with the BlackBerry giving out words of wisdom. So, you know, when my manager came to me and talked to me about him losing his dad to diabetes, and I told him, yeah, my dad had diabetes too, I figured, like, you know what, it's time for me to start talking about health, so I'm happy to be doing it. The campaign is called Ask, Screen, No. I have Jeanette Jordan here with me that talks about all the risk factors and all the stuff that's on the site. So I'm actually excited to be talking to people about it and spreading the word for people to get screened.
Well, Jeanette, I would imagine, too, it's great to have a name like Rev's involved in this. But we mentioned off the top here, this is a disease, I should say, or a diabetes is something that so many people have but don't realize that they have.
Yes, yes. Absolutely. And that's why we're so passionate about this campaign, is because everyone has to ask, am I at risk for diabetes? And we need to know what those risk factors are. And as we said earlier, things like being over the age of 45, being African Americans are twice as likely to develop diabetes than Caucasians, being obese, having high blood pressure, lacking in exercise. These are just some risk factors. We have to ask ourselves, am I at risk? And then we need to know. So we go to our doctor and say, listen, screen me for diabetes. I want to know. And then that's just the first step. Once we know, then we have to take measures to manage it if you do have it, or in some cases you can actually delay the onset of diabetes. It's very important to know, however.
And Rev, is this something that you ever thought about earlier in your career, and have you heard from anybody else in the hip-hop community to kind of help jump on board with you on this?
Well, I've heard about it for some years. I watched my father dealing with it mainly. I'm talking to my friends about it lately, you know, to like, yo, Rev, I already been to the doctor. I'm like, but did you specifically check for diabetes? No, they checked everything. I'm saying, but you have to make sure you ask your doctor, listen, screen me for diabetes, 'cause a lot of times they don't do it, and you think that you have it all together, but actually you need to know for sure that, you know, you don't have diabetes. And then, you know, being over 45 years old, all of my friends, you know, they're at risk, and they're African American, and that's double the risk. So I'm just like spreading the word, and it's been getting great results so far. I got a lot of people around me going to the doctor and checking in. So this is great.
Yeah, which is awesome. And so what we're asking everybody to do is to go to AskScreenKnow.com, find out more about diabetes, find out your risk, and then do something about it so that you can live well.
Are you going to write a song about this, Rev?
No, I haven't wrote one yet, but you never know. You know, never say never. You know what I mean? It's definitely tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time.
Oh, you still got it. You still got it. Good stuff there. And again,
yeah,
the campaign is pretty direct. It's right there behind them. Ask, Screen, No. That is the website as well.
No.
Exactly. People can check that out.
Yep.
And we're so glad to have both of you. AskScreenKnow.com. Thank you so much for your time this morning, and we wish you well on your journey here.